We at Master Educational Services offers the best-in-class thesis Python-based project implementation services assistance in the most ethical manner. Research, analysis, implementation, and writing services offered by us are rendered professionally in compliance with the quality standards of the industry. Top-notch experts from Master Educational Services that is exclusively designed for your convenience. We provide top-notch master's thesis Python project implementation services. We provide PhD thesis Python-based project implementation services on a one-on-one basis. We are offering MS thesis Python-based project implementation services to our clients with the support of talented professionals. We are involved in providing highly effective MSc thesis Python-based project implementation services to our prestigious clients. Researching, analyzing, implementing and writing a quality thesis requires a very specific set of skills, and even the most diligent of students can struggle to get it right. With our expert master's thesis Python project implementation services, improve the quality of your manuscript and head towards a successful thesis submission. Our expert writers will help deliver a custom thesis to the standard of your choice. Master Educational Services is the best machine learning thesis implementation service to hire with affordable prices, unique and quality content, and professional writers. Get qualified deep learning thesis implementation services at affordable prices. Artificial Intelligence, AI, thesis implementation services assistance for all fields. Get in touch with us for thesis Python project implementation services by our 500+ professional experts. Artificial Intelligence Thesis Implementation Services, Convolutional Neural Nets Regression Analysis Thesis Implementation Services, Machine Learning, Artificial Intelligence, Thesis Implementation Services, Neural Nets Thesis Implementation Services, Feature Extraction Thesis Implementation Services, Pattern Classification Thesis Implementation Services, Image Classification Thesis Implementation Services, Convolutional Neural Nets Thesis Implementation Services, Deep Learning, Artificial Intelligence, Thesis Implementation Services, Optimization Thesis Implementation Services, Support Vector Machines Thesis Implementation Services, Object Detection Thesis Implementation Services, Data Mining Thesis Implementation Services, Image Segmentation Thesis Implementation Services, Medical Image Processing Thesis Implementation Services, Mobile Robots Thesis Implementation Services, Ontologies, Artificial Intelligence, Diseases Thesis Implementation Services, Artificial Intelligence Thesis Implementation Services, Regression Analysis Thesis Implementation Services, Computer Vision Thesis Implementation Services, Internet Thesis Implementation Services, Recurrent Neural Nets Thesis Implementation Services, Power Engineering Computing Thesis Implementation